Welcome. In front of me I have the Huawei Watch 5 and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself. So let's just jump straight into it. So right here we have the watch. I caught it. Cool. Okay, so let's peel that off. You can have that. There we go. Let's boot it up. Hopefully I'm pressing the correct button. And what in the heck is this? That looks like a flash for some reason. Okay, taking that off. See what else we get. So we got our magnetic charging pack with a metal base, which and that has some heft to it. You can see it almost magnetically attaches. There is a foil in the way, so still just plop in your watch on there and you're good to go. Now it's almost up and the display already looks pretty nice. All this is booting up. Let me quickly check out these specs for this. So we have a rotating crown with a pretty massive display with a also very small bezels. Geez, these are pretty nice looking. You can see it like right here. This goes all the way to like the, I guess, the edge of the screen, if you don't consider the actual frame, as it does protrude quite significantly out. But yeah, in any case, we have a 1.5 inch 466 by 466 display right here, which looks absolutely phenomenal. It is a LTPO AMOLED display, which means that it can drop down to like 1 frame per second with a 3000 nit peak brightness, a 310 pixels per inch, basically packed display, and also covered with a sapphire glass, which will be very hard to scratch. And I can actually say that that has been the case for my watch, which is the Samsung Watch, what is it, 7? This is also using sapphire, and it's been holding up like a champ. Additionally, this watch isn't necessarily small, but it's also, I would say, when it comes down to just watch sizes, it's more traditional if you have like a more chunky wrist compared to me. This is what I would consider a normal sized watch for, well, typical men. And I'm mentioning that because as a normal sized watch, even though it has some heft to it, this is packing 867 milliamp hour battery. This is double basically what most watches have on them. I think my watch actually has a third of that, but I'm gonna quickly check. Samsung, whoops, if I could type, Samsung Watch 7, and this is probably going to be the bigger one, if I remember correctly, 1.5 inches. I think this is the bigger one. So the bigger one is packing 425 milliamp hour battery. I have the 40-inch one, or 40 millimeter one, and that will have less than this in terms of battery. So this has more than double the battery of what I have right here, which is obviously substantial amount of battery for a watch. So with that battery out of the way, there is no mention about the processor listed on GSM Arena, which is where I'm putting this information. But we do have a charging speed, which is 10 watts of charging. And all in all, it's going to be a pretty good watch. Ooh, that's also very nice haptic feedback. Ooh, damn. So this is a premium watch. Now, in terms of price, it's coming at about $400 euros, and honestly, it out of the box, just holding it in hand, it feels freaking premium. So yeah, I would think it might be actually worth the money. Now, one more thing to mention, these straps right here are, I believe, not 20 millimeter, but they are standard. So you do have these ones that come with this weird kind of like latch on the side, but it still has the like these spring kind of loaded kind of, I don't know how you call this, basically the same thing I have right here. But in terms of size, I think it's, let's see, yeah, it's a little bit bigger than what I have. So this is, I believe, 20 millimeter spacing. I think there's like 22. This might be the 22, I think. So it looks like a standard one, so you can replace these straps with some other ones that you might want to use. So obviously that's a positive. In terms of another thing that I want to mention, Huawei, from what I've seen in terms of some other YouTubers doing some fitness tracking with watches, Huawei seems to have one of the best fitness tracking watches on the market in terms of how reliably and accurately they track. They beat out Apple for the most part, and Apple, I get in this case, is like the second place, and Samsung is not very reliable when it comes down to it. So this is one of the, at least from other Huawei watches, has been one of the kind of go-to devices that you might be looking for just tracking fitness accurately. And it actually feels like a very premium device. Outside of just tracking, it seems to be just well built, very nice in hand feeling, very premium, which, yeah, it's a thumbs up, I would say. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.